Good afternoon, parents. I hope all of you are having a great Wednesday so far. I wanted to take just a few minutes of your time today to share some important details and things you need to know for Grace Kids in 2021. What a whirlwind 2020 was, but here we are in 2021. It is a new year and there is much to be excited about in Grace Kids. First off, I want to share our vision for this year with you. Our vision for Grace Kids is to see kids, your kids, develop a deep personal relationship with God that is rooted in prayer, reading their Bible, and worship. Right now, more than ever, we need God. Our relationship with God needs to be stronger than ever. It is more than just knowing of God, it's actually knowing Him and who He is. At Grace Kids, we want to provide your kids with that opportunity to know Him each and every single week. We plan to do that by providing an atmosphere that is fun and inviting for your kids emotionally and spiritually, with games, skits, powerful praise and worship, and relevant biblical teaching that they can understand. Here's the next part of our vision. We want to see this relationship with God and discipleship happen beyond the walls of Grace Kids, beyond the walls of Grace. We want to do everything we can to equip you as parents to disciple your kids at home. Discipling your kids beyond Sunday morning and Wednesday night is incredibly vital. If we want our kids to grow in their relationship with God and be strong in their faith, we have to pour into them at home. Parents, you have much more influence in your kids' lives on a daily basis than what we do here at Grace. We only have them for a couple of hours a week, and so we are limited at what we can actually do and accomplish. At home, though, in the car, going to dinner, on a trip, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Be sure that you are impressing the Word of God on your kids when you're with them as often as you can. Be the model, be the example for them, and watch them grow. Here's how we plan to equip you in this process. Don't worry, I promise to do all that I can not to give you a piece of paper. I don't like being handed a piece of paper because, well, it gets lost. What Brittany and I plan to do is post discussion questions about each week's lesson on our Grace Kids Facebook page that will allow you to discuss with your kids the very things that we talk about on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights. These questions will be designed to spark discussion between you and your kids when you're in the car, at the dinner table, or maybe at night before bed. Parents, we can't stress this enough, the importance and how vital it is that you guys be the spiritual leaders for your kids at home. I know we live in a fast-paced society in a crazy world that says go, go, go. We have to be involved in this and that. But if we take a moment to stop and take a look at our busy schedules, we might be surprised or we might be able to carve out a little time to focus our kids on God. There is a saying that says, we make time for what is important to us. Our kids' relationship with God, with Jesus, should be the utmost priority. Now, I did not go into all this to say that you as parents are not already doing this at home with your kids, because hopefully you are. Statistically, however, discipleship does not happen beyond the church walls on Sunday and Wednesday night, by and large. It is falling further and further to the wayside as time goes on in our culture. And here's another thing that we want to do with your kids this year. We want to provide an opportunity each month, other than BGMC offering, for your kids to become missions-minded. We have a couple of people in our church that do missions work in the downtown Dallas area and with a food bank here in Louisville. We want to partner Grace Kids with them to help them gather the supplies that they need as they go to minister. Things like clothes, blankets, backpacks, socks, shoes, canned goods, travel toothpaste, toothbrushes, and so much more. We will pick an item each month to be our focus, and your kids can bring that item on Sunday morning or Wednesday night throughout the month. Then on a Wednesday night, once we have gathered all that we can for the month, we will help package these items up for them to take with them when they're ready to go. We want to give your kids the opportunity to feel a part of something that involves giving back, where they can look back and say, hey, I helped make that happen. I was a part of that. We look to start this in February. And this is just part one of this parent meeting video. I will share part two of this meeting with you in the coming days. I wanted to keep things broken up and relatively short to take up the least amount of time as possible for you guys. I will let all of you know when part two is available, so stay tuned for that. I hope all of you have a great week.